Welcome everybody. Working on my cabin out here, trying to finish this one side up here. I need to go get another one of them 2 by. Uh, I think. Wait, hang on, babe. May not. It may not have to right now. Gage, you gonna have to move. Take it and play down yonder. Play down there. Play down. Yeah, move. Hey, did you get my hammer? Then you can check the comments. Hand me that big hammer. That big hammer down yonder.
Yeah, sorry, I fell at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You sorry. Thank you. Ah,
I don't wear jeans anymore.
I don't know. Just don't.
Okay. Go around it.
I need Hoo, hoo, hoo. I need something to lift this up. Hey, could you go hand me that long screwdriver from over yonder? We got anybody in here yet? Okay.
You have to go around it, Gabe.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Gage. Nope, he will not. I don't know if I can do it with this or not. I need to get me a long bar. Huh? Yep, that's a good thing. Think. Where'd he go? Where'd that come? Hey, Bill, how you doing? They're not when I get through with them. I'm not through with it yet. For the folks coming here and telling me what ain't gonna work. Wait till I get finished with my cabin build, then you can say they're gonna sink. They're not gonna sink. Yeah. First of all, I just got them down there temporarily. I'm going to double pad them, double block them. Going to go in between each one of these. Double pad, double block. It's not going to sink. I know this ground out here. I know it's not going to sink. You know, where you live at, you might have no foundation in your ground. So, I mean, I don't know. Probably the next thing that same guy's going to say is this is not heavy enough built, which you wouldn't know what she was talking about either, because this is lumber that I cut myself, true 2x12s. My rim joists are 4x12s. It's not store-bought lumber. When I say 2x12s, it's actually a little over 2 inches by 12 inches. And it's tight grain lumber, so the strength, I had a professional come here one time, told me because of the kind of wood I'm building with, the grains and the size I build with is about 30% stronger than a 2x12 that you buy from Lowe's or any box store. So, well, I welcome all the criticizing that people want to give, which I don't. I have some professionals that been helping me out, and they say it's going to be well built. And I'm going to treat the lumber myself. After I get it all built, I'm going to put oil and diesel on it, which is the way they treated lumber for hundreds of years. I guess that won't work either. Thank you there. Calvin, you probably ain't never built a home in your life, and you don't worry about it. It ain't going nowhere when I get done with it there, Calvin. I don't mind people coming here and knows what they're talking about to tell me a few things, tricks. But, I mean, it's not going nowhere when I get done with it. Probably going to be over constructed, probably more likely, but that's all right. It'll be there. As you can see, I'm putting another 2x12 there beside that one, and I'm going to do that on the other side, and all the way around the back side, I'm going to put another 2x12 all the way down it. Now my rim joist is going to be 4x12s, not box store 4x12s, true 4x12s. For people that don't know it in here, and most of you do, that because y'all have heard me talk about it, but that 2x12 at any box store that you go by would be 11 1/4 by 1.5 inches. Now I said 11 1/4. That's 3/4 inch thinner, or mine is 12 inches wide, and theirs is 11 1/4 inch wide. That's another 3/4 inch all the way down that 2x12. Plus theirs is 1.5 inches thick, Mine is a little over 2 inches thick, so that's another half inch that way. Time you figure all that up strength wise. I had a guy come in here one time. He was he done a lot of this kind of work, and he figured it up about 30% stronger. Thank you there, uh, over full. Uh, and you can see I'm putting fire breaks in between the floor joists, and I did not use hangers. I drove them all in there, and then I'm going back and putting 2x12s beside each one of them, nailing them to the 4x12s into the 2x12 on each floor joist. So that's going to work as another brace. I'm using 16 penny nails, and then I'm using screws, wood screws, Scar wood screws, uh, size 14 wood screws, which is bigger than a 16 penny nail. So it ain't going nowhere. And like I said, I'm gonna treat it myself, the way they treated it for years. And I'm gonna lift it up about another foot higher than what it is now. And I'm gonna double pad each one of them blocks you see there. I'm gonna put another pad beside it, another block beside it, then put one above, to raise it up. Yeah, that all this wood that I'm cutting is all tight grain wood. It's not that wide grain, wood. Uh, but I'm sure Calvin probably thought he knew what he's talking about, and he probably a troll. I mean, he didn't say nothing but just come in here and said, "Oh, that's going to sink." Uh, Actually, I had a 40-foot building sitting there for what, almost a year through the winter and everything, and the day they come and picked it up, it hadn't sunk, and it was still level. So I mean, it's according to how you build. It's all in how you build it. I mean, if you got the money, a concrete foundation is nice, but I don't have that kind of money to lay a concrete foundation. So I'm doing something that people around here 200 or 300 years been using or longer, and that's cinder blocks. And if you put enough cinder blocks under one and put paddings on it instead of just cinder blocks on the ground with holes in it, yeah, it's going to sink in the ground. But you double wide of them pads, that covers a lot of square inches of ground, and it's not going to sink. Yeah, I don't know. I may. Uh, I still got a little to do to it. I still got a lot to finish on the foundation. But, we'll see what all I do.
No. Put it down.
But anyway, I got to get back over here and start nailing some more joists in there. What? What are they trying to do? Put something in the fire? This what? Put it in there. It ain't going to hurt it. Oh. I'm not going to put it back on my trailer. Tell you what. Don't do no good to argue with him.
I'm not taking him to get a tetanus shot.
Nope. Nope. He can play with that. I don't care.
Said you got a great project. Good luck, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you there.
stop confronting with the camera. Gary said, "Don't hit your finger on, buddy."
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done hit it a couple times. Gary back in here?
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know what you're saying.
Bill said it's a little different in northern places because the ground's always moving many times throughout the year because it's freezing and thawing. And here you have to go 5 or 6 feet.
Yeah, here we don't have that thermoфrost. If it don't hardly ever freeze solid at all. Now if it freezes, it might freeze an inch or something like that. Not enough to make any difference. What? You want to hand them to me? Okay, hold them.
Gary said it looks like that looks to be a heavy hammer, 22 or 28 ounce.
You know, I think it's a 24 ounce. It's a Harbor Freight hammer too. I think it weighs more than what they say. These are 16 penny nails too. Well, come on, son. You slow as Christmas.
Well, darn it, I was close.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, you was pretty close trying seeing it from the off a camera. That's pretty close. Bring me some more nails to give to him. Yeah, I know in some states, especially where your ground freezes really deep, it'll freeze and thaw out. Probably mine will cut that generator off. I don't know how much gas it got in it. Come on. Come on. Give me 2. Give me another one. Well, you dropped one. Dang, son. All right, Scar, you're going to get a mouth ache in a minute. You're hitting the hammer. Come on. I think you're dropping more than you're handing me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hand me. Yeah, that was 2. I mean, that was 1, but you handed me 2. Come on. I think I might have let it move on me a little bit. Hey. Where's that screwdriver at? Looking at him from what?
Kentucky.
Yeah. What'd I do with that long screwdriver? Do you know what I done with the long screwdriver?
It's over here. It's right there next to you.
Huh?
Inside.
Oh.
Mister said a real man's hammer. Hello, good day to you all. What's up, Mrs. and Sir? Better moves today, I see.
Somebody sound like they killed a deer. Yeah, we're doing pretty good there, mister.
Gary said, nope, haven't seen a screwdriver.
You better move before you get your fingers mashed. Or make me mash my finger. I move. Move. need some more nails. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Daddy's gonna get upset.
Well, he wasn't over here. Here you go. Give me one. That's three. That's three.
That's it, I'm good. Give him to Daddy. When he needs it. You gotta give him to Daddy. If you throw those in that fire, I'm gonna get you. Go give him to Daddy. Give him to Daddy. He needs it.
Woo! It's a lot of nails to dry.
This guy said one more video to upload. I got 2 done. Got 1 left.
Okay.
Gary said, Mr. Laws, why is it that there are some things in life that just can't be taught as come from experience that's hard earned?
It's just it's the way it is, Gary. Yes, you know how it is.
This guy said, you ain't got that floor done yet?
Hey, got all my fire breaks in it up there, except for right here. I'm doubling this on the outside here. The floor joist here.
That's nice.
It's gonna. I think it's gonna be built pretty well. I can tell you, it's gonna be built better than some of these professional houses around here is built. Some of the foundations I see them building just ain't much, and it's all by code. But you know, it is what it is. This is Stephen's code here. This is my code. Hey, pick that nail up. See, look, there's a nail. There's a nail. Pick them up.
This guy said, that don't take much at all.
Yeah, some of the wood that I'm just going with. I ain't gonna keep harping on it, but
This guy said most houses are trash.
they are. People don't know what's behind their walls, I can tell you. I'm gonna know what's behind these walls, though.
This guy said even the big expensive ones.
Yep. Yeah, they some of the worst ones.
Heard, mister. Heard. Leave us alone. Don't take it alone.
That's a lot of metal in that 2x 12. Oh, whew. The arm gets to hurting.
Norman dog feet.
about 30 nails in that 8. Well, it's not 8 foot. It's 92 and 7/8. 30 nails in that thing. That ought to be enough.
This guy sounds thankful I got to work with a few real deal builders in my career.
Oh, I'm not saying, I ain't talking bad about. I mean, there's some good contractors out there. I know some, but I'm just saying, just not all contractors are created equal. Like what I'm saying.
Mister said 2x12 nominal. Ow.
Yeah, these are true 2x12s. True 2x12s. And good grain wood too. So that makes a difference. Yeah. Dang, every time she just runs off. Ugh. Yeah, I figured I'd work on the cabin a little bit. Ugh. Oh. Let me see. Yeah, I wished I ain't no telling what a nail gun would rent for, but I'm putting screws in a lot of it, so I hear you there, Gary. Yeah, well, I got a little help. He's a little 3-year-old. Yeah, yeah, my old arm gets tired, but I put wood screws in a lot of it, big wood screws. Uh, just got through putting doubling in the rim joist on that outside there.
Dude, I can't get the SNL skid out of my head. When I showed you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
But you hate it. Oh, you wet your cigarette.
Yeah, all the time I get through putting a little more back and arms. Yeah, I know. I got an older son, but he's busy all the time.
I guess we're gonna be treating next week.
Huh?
Treating.
Who's gonna be treating? Yeah, I'll probably try to treat this next week. Mom probably try to get. Dang, I got my cigarette all wet. Probably gonna try to get. Uh, oh, that bacon was good.
Oh yeah, I made a good sandwich. Is that this guy?
No, that was Justin.
Oh yeah, I made a good old sandwich.
I'm gonna try to get it next week where I can get the floor on it, or get it treated and get the floor on it. That 2-inch floor I'm gonna put on here is gonna make that sucker stout as all get out. It ain't gonna have no weak spots.
Yep. Yep, that's a bird.
And I ain't done bracing either. I got a 2x12 right over here that I don't like the look of. I'm gonna, instead of taking it out, I'm gonna double up on it. Put another one beside it. I don't like the looks of it, so I'm gonna make it look. I'm gonna, to make myself feel better, I'm gonna put another one beside it. Be a 4x12 then, but
So is that my corner to live on?
no.
Because it'll be stout right there.
Yeah. Oh no, that ain't what. No, I didn't say. No, I didn't say that.
I was saying that. What? You want the cookie? Are you gonna stay right here? Okay, I'll be right back.
Whew. Yeah, I'll be glad when I get this foundation done. I think this is the worst part.
What was the last one you read?
Take after his mom. Must take after his mom. This guy was telling Gary.
Oh, Justin said, I bet she's a great cook.
Oh, she's a pretty good cook. Oh, who? Angelica? Oh yeah, she's a great cook. I mean, you put something in front of her, you could put water and dirt in front of her, and I guarantee she'll make the best cake you ever tasted in your life. Yes.
Wayne said, "Are you going to pre-make the walls and set them in place all in one time?"
Yeah, I'm gonna build them and just stand them up, each one up. Now I'm gonna lay them down here, build them on here, and then stand one up, and then stand one up.
Okay, hold on. Catch up for Daddy. Gary said that's why I put my oldest daughter through nursing school instead of her starting life in debt and depending on someone other than herself.
Oh yeah, and this guy's supposed to be on his way down to help me put the walls up and the rafters up, or gables up, whichever one. I let him decide when he gets here which one he wants to do. I'll be waiting on him. Said it ain't but 1,000 miles. Shoot, I could drive 1,000 miles and shoot 10 hours the way I drive.
This guy said he's just one of them kids. This said, what you doing? Diesel and used?
No, my boss didn't have no motor oil, so I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find some motor oil, used motor oil. Which I need to change oil in my truck and my wife's car. That'd be, you mix a little diesel with oil, that'd go a long ways. You spray it on there. Might have to buy me some old cheap, old cheap, or some chain oil or something. Just any kind of oil. Where'd you go? Hang. Look, where you going? Y'all, that ain't the floor I'm gonna put on right there. That's just some lumber I had laying up there to lay stuff on. Got tired of everything falling through. Your mama's gonna get you. This boy ain't been asleep today. I'm planning on maybe getting a lot done to it next week. Probably won't be sawmilling much because I got a lot of lumber to do with, which is going to take quite a bit to do the floor. But that once I get it treated and the floor down, the wall stuff come up pretty fast.
Why don't I have to go back? Doc said hi.
Hey, Doc.
Justin said I see a Pepsi bottle. Pepsi is delicious.
Yeah, I love Pepsi.
Mister said he needs a Zippo lighter for the burrows.
Yeah.
Lane said, are you going to put any plumbing in the floors?
Yeah, but I got to lift this thing up. I'm going to lift this whole thing up about another, probably a foot and a half, because my fat butt can't. I'm going to get it where I can almost, a midget can stand up and under it. No, I was a kid. Gage can stand up and under it.
Justin said, I wish I was there. I'd love to help you.
I wished you was here too, because I'd sure use your help.
Lee said, hi all. Just left the flea market, bought new underwear and socks.
Underwear and socks. Hey, if, as long as a man's got underwear and socks, that's all he needs.
This guy said, I'm waiting on that plane ticket.
Well,
How many tools can I bring in a suitcase?
yeah, used to a plane ticket wasn't that much. I bet you it cost an arm and leg to fly from here to Michigan. Oh,
Mister said, we could tell, but I heard it was another type of belly.
no, oh,
What?
yeah, yeah, it's that kind of belly too.
What?
That boy, no, he acts just like his mama, y'all. Swear he does. He acts just like his mama. I can't smoke a whole cigarette by myself for nothing. Look like Gage grabbed a hold of your butt back there with dirty hands.
This guy said you start a GoFundMe for a plane ticket or gas money and I'll come down.
Well, hey, shit, you can buy probably a plane ticket cheaper than you can buy gas. Well, and for right now, it won't be long. Next year, sometime it'll be a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper, I hope.
Well, you would have to have gas money because you can't afford to fly a whole family. Gary said you're building a bomb shelter, not a house.
Yeah, I'm still. I don't know. Every day I look at it and I think of something else I'm gonna do to it before I put the walls up. I still gotta reblock it. I'm gonna put double pads and double blocks here. Another pad and block. Then I'm gonna pick it up. I got plenty of blocks. Plenty.
Man Cave Groove said your floor very big and thick wood for a cabinet. I'm going to pop your foot.
Yeah, I wanted to. You never know about women nowadays. My wife liable to get. She keeps talking about 600 pounds, 6, 7, 800 pounds. I want to make sure it holds up. Oh, well, I got the sawmill, and I got the logs, and I just figured if I was going to build one, I was going to build it heavy.
Justin's in Ohio.
Oh, okay. Well, Ohio, that ain't that bad far, really.
And isn't that where Lane's at?
Mm-hmm.
Heard, Mr. Heard. Lane says, Stephen, before you put in the floor braces, check where you plan to put the toilet and shower drain so you don't compromise any floor structure.
That's true. You don't want to put. Well, I don't know. See, that's the thing about it is, I don't know if you was in here before, but what I'm doing is probably going to build an outdoor what do you call it, outdoor shower.
I thought you said you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna build a dog trot. I'm gonna build this 16 by 20. Then I'm gonna put, I don't know, 10, 12 foot in between. Build a deck in between, and then put a 20. What did I say? A 20 by 20, 20 by 20 on the other side. And I ain't decided which one is going to be the bedroom and kitchen, or the 2 bedrooms and the kitchen and living room. But wherever I put my kitchen and bathroom, it's going to be on the outside wall, like where you can go up by the plumbing there.
This guy said, yeah, but I bring more with the trailer truck. Oh, wait. I forgot. I watched that video he made for those joists. He uses premium gas. We can't afford gas money for him.
Oh, shoot. No. I use the cheap stuff.
Mister said I got that type of belly too.
Yeah. I figure if I go up another a foot and a half, because I don't know what my tape is. It's probably over, well, the blocks are 8 inches. Then the pad is 4 inches, about a foot off the ground, probably. So that'd put it about 2.5 foot off the ground. So
Lee said, I love to see the tree stand you would build, probably big enough for the entire family.
Yeah, so and the dog trot. See, that's the thing about it. Me and Angelica's talked about it. In the dog trot part, we're going to screen that in, right? not just going to be open on the top. It's going to have a roof and all on it, joining it. And I'm thinking about putting the kitchen in there, and that way you can have two big bedrooms and a big living room and or whatever on one side, because I do have a big family. So I don't know. It's many ideal, but probably gonna put the kitchen in the dog trot because we don't have that much bad weather. And I say that, but I was looking at our forecast. I don't know. I don't think it's next week. I think it's the week after next, or it might be next week sometime. We're supposed to get down in like 21 degrees. Now that's cold, but it don't usually stay that long.
This guy said shade in summer, heat in winter. LOL.
Yeah. Uh,
Gary said no such thing as cheap oil.
No, well, it ain't. A gallon of chain oil, a gallon of bar and chain oil here at Atwoods or Walmart or wherever you go is over $10 a gallon. I can remember when you could buy a gallon of chain oil for about $3 a gallon, $2.50, $3 a gallon. All it is refined motor oil. I mean, that's all it is, and they clean it up. I mean,
Lane said yes, but you can still put the kitchen drains in. You don't want to drill
yeah,
through the structure. Well, then throw it down if you're done with it.
yeah. I'm gonna have a hell of a floor to drill through too.
Mister said yes, best figured in advance.
Yeah, but I don't know. I still ain't. I'm just building. I still ain't got it all figured out in my head where I'm gonna put everything. I got a person that's wanting to donate everything that I need to wire and plumb this house, septic tank and all. I mean, he's with a company. Well, he owns a couple, two, three bars and stuff like that. But OC's his name. Well, that's not his name, but that's what they call him. We know his name because he sent us two or three emails from the companies with. And what all is he wanting? He's wanting to even donate a heater, a fireplace, or whatever. Uh, what is wrong? What?
You want to get down?
You want down? You want down barefooted? Okay. Okay.
Justin said I love to have an outdoor shower, but 3 things is keeping me from doing it. 1, I live in a trailer park. 2, I'm on a busy road. And 3, cold weather.
Yeah. Well, there ain't too much traffic right now. Deer season, so it ain't very many places that's not something now.
It'd be closed in. It's not gonna be like an open.
Yeah, it's gonna be closed in. I mean, you won't be able to see in it, but knowing me, I liable to walk out of it naked from the shower into the house because I might not want to carry my clothes to the shower. You know what I'm saying? Why put a towel around me? God didn't make. I wasn't born with a towel around me. I was born with my junk all out and everything. I mean,
This guy said, yeah, that's why I keep my teeth full. Mister said if you got a good septic guy, you're good.
Yeah, well, this guy. The guy I'm talking about, he.
We weren't even planning on putting on the septic tank.
Huh?
I said we weren't even planning on the septic tank.
Well, we was, but it wasn't no store bought septic tank.
Lee said make sure you install venting for plumbing, kitchen, and bathrooms.
Yeah, I've ran into that before. If you ain't got venting on it, you ain't gonna drain.
Don't drain nothing in that block.
Hey, the Spider-Man down in there. The Spider-Man in that block. Gage, get your feet out of that block. It could be anything in there. Too late, it done bit him if it was.
I'm not taking him to the hospital.
Well, no, we'll take him to the voodoo doctor right up the road here. And she can sprinkle little bones around him. Yeah, ta-da. He's marking where I'm supposed to put something. He's gonna do my plumbing work where I need my plumbing.
That's what we need to get with Lee. Lee's a plumber. He might know what you need.
Yeah, I sure do need to get with Lee on that because this guy's gonna, not this guy, but OC's gonna supply all that. Y'all, he he is supply going to supply a lot of stuff.
Mister covered his eyes and said, "No naked on this channel, right, Mrs.?"
You're gonna fall. They're gonna watch you fall right here on live. Well, hell, I don't know which mark to go by. You're marking too many. Where am I supposed to put it? Yeah, which mark? Which one of them 10 marks I'm supposed to put it on? He going, which one? Show me.
We probably
Okay.
lose all our subscribers if we did anything like that.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do it live. But I'm gonna tell you, if when I ain't live, if I'm out here building on this and I got a PP, I just go right over yonder somewhere and I just pee. I mean, hey, ain't nobody gonna see me. If they very far, they ain't gonna see it at all anyway. I mean, you know, they'd have to be up close, so I ain't worried about that. Hmm. Huh? Hmm.
Lee said septic, nothing wrong with oversizing septic system.
Well, he was talking about a 1,500-gallon septic system. 1,500 gallon. That's a tank. That's excessive.
Mister said, in your point.
What's that? Oh, 1,500 gallons. That's. I don't know. He actually knows some people here in Arkansas. OC does that does a lot of volunteer work, and he's even going to have somebody to put the septic tank in for me and everything. Professional.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
It's the law.
Yeah. God, dang it. Well, no, actually, you don't have to have a professional to put it in. No, you do not.
Well, I told you sent me all the
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe through him, it had to be put in by professionals. But I can put the septic tank in myself here. As long as you have a perk test done, make sure it everything drains and everything like it's supposed to. Everybody knows crap don't run downhill. You got to put your field line in a certain degree and all that stuff. I already know all that, how to do all that. I helped my dad do enough of that.
Mister said just so it's by code, no problem.
Yeah, well, we don't have. As long as you got a septic tank out here, there ain't no code to it. As long as the water don't outrun the poop going down your pipe. But I mean, there's people right here gets 350-gallon tanks, most time two of them, and they build their septic tank out of that. But septic system's really not hard. Yeah, septic system's not hard. If you can't put in a septic system, you don't even need to be building a cabin. That's for sure. But well, I can. And it ain't got to be a licensed plumber to do it.
Lee said tank is important. Drain field is very important.
That's it. And just like the electricity here, as long as my pole that's got my main breaker on it is to code with the light company, what I do from that pole in my house or to my house, and I done talked to the man, one of the big men that over this, and he said, as long as the pole is the right depth and the big breaker box is to code for them, to standard and code for them, they don't care what you do from that on into your house. That's your business.
Lane said, check with your county. You may have to have a health department permit.
Nope. Found out don't even have to have a perk test done here. By law, we don't even have to have a perk test done right here. We're going to have one done, but you ain't got to have one. Done found that out.
Justin said, do you know the difference between a professional and everyday person? The answer is a piece of paper.
Yeah, well, I've seen a lot of professional work before. Just like automobiles, I've seen a lot of professional that's got the degree and the little piece of paper says I'm a certified Ford mechanic, and them jokers can't tell you nothing. And If it wasn't for their little computer, they couldn't even fix your vehicle. So,
Mister said, man got skills.
well, I mean, a lot of things just common sense. I mean, hey, and if I don't know something, I can ask somebody or watch YouTube.
Bill said I can put them tanks in before in Iowa. We have very strict codes we have to go by.
Yeah, you done it yourself? Was that Bill?
Yeah.
Are you a licensed plumber, or you just had to go by the code?
Lane said Ohio requires it.
Really?
Gary said Google it, LOL.
Yeah. Well, Pennsylvania, you got to pay to work too. It's a Commonwealth state. You ain't got to pay to work in Arkansas. There's a lot of states, uh, and it's funny. A lot of these states has got all these strict codes, and some of their stuff is
Well, you can put your shoes on.
way poor built than what people down here in Texas and Arkansas and Louisiana, Mississippi that ain't got all these big fancy codes. Because if you're not in the city limits, most time if you're out in the country, your codes go by county, and a lot of them I found out the other day it's not against the law in Arkansas because I was on here talking about catching rainwater for a shower. It's not against the. He's like, oh, it's against the law. You can't do it. Well, we looked it up. It's not against the law in Arkansas to catch rainwater and use to what you can wash clothes. You can use for your bathroom, your like take a shower with any of that. It's all legal. They won't say shit. It's all legal. It's no code. It's no law against it. Now drinking it. Only thing he said about drinking it, what was it that you make sure you had the bullet to drink it, which I wouldn't drink rainwater anyway. Uh, but yeah, you know it's what I love about country life.
Lee said you ain't not need permits, but consider using licensed contractors.
Yeah, I'm not going to use no licensed contractors, not unless it's one for free. I'm not going to pay somebody to do stuff I can do myself.
This guy said, I'll see you guys, kids home.
Hey, this guy, we'll see you later.
Bill said, yes, I just went by the code, guidelines, inspection every time, it passed every time.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I don't have to have a permit to build this house. I don't have to have a permit. I don't have to go by codes, and I wouldn't pay somebody to do this because if I pay somebody to do this, it wouldn't be built this good. You know.
Lane said code enforcement is enforced.
It's not here. We don't have
In
a
the
code.
cities,
In the cities, you have to. Like now, if you go to Malvern and build a house in Malvern, you're gonna have to go by codes. But out here, it ain't none.
Hot Springs, you can't even have a messy yard.
Yeah, Hot Springs, you got to keep. I mean, everything is different in Hot Springs. You got to have a permit for everything. But out here, you don't have to.
Justin said here in Ohio, we can catch up to 100 gallons of water.
Yeah.
Lane said yes, but anything over that is strictly enforced.
Anything or what? Oh,
It's 110 gallons.
oh yeah. What the hell? What are you doing?
Check your teeth. Check your mouth.
Ah. Ow. uh, see, I mean, that's what I'm trying. People don't realize when you get in like Arkansas and the country, it goes by county. It ain't state that you have to worry about. It's whatever your county says, whatever county you live in.
Bill said you have to have permit for every single thing. Even I guess the greenhouse.
What?
Lane said I worked for a contractor for years and everything requires permit.
Yeah, not here. Not here.
Steven or Smith said, where are you?
No, I don't have to have no kind of permit here. Nothing. I can build this. I can build whatever house I want here. No permits. No codes I had to go by. None. None. I mean, there's no codes I had to go by.
Lee said hacks are like a cancer. Unfortunately, a lot of my work is correcting their mistakes.
Yeah.
Justin said, are you going to have the house under a roof by Christmas?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Bill said you were so lucky.
Yeah, it's no codes right here. Now, if you have a professional to come in and build a house, they had to go by codes because they're professionals, they're licensed, so they have to go by whatever code that they have to go by. I don't have to go by code. I can build this by law, by the state of Arkansas. I don't have to have code. Don't have to go, but they don't have to come out and check it. Don't have to have no permit. I can build whatever I want on my land. Now, when you go pay your property taxes, do you have to pay property taxes on it? You know, but
This guy,
other than that, it's no codes right here. Not if I build
this guy said you listen to the interweb people. They know what's best for you.
it. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, unless it's a licensed professional that does like a building, a house, and this guy knows now if he's got license, then he has codes he's got to go by. No matter where he builds it, out in the middle of nowhere, so he got codes he got to go by, but no
He was
permit.
asking where you were.
Southwest Arkansas, we in Tulip, Arkansas to be exact. So, but as long as I have a perk test done
Yeah.
to get my city water hooked up, a perk test. If I didn't have, if I wasn't getting city water, I ain't got to have perk test nothing done. If I was going to drill my well, I could put my everything myself, and there's nobody going to come out and check anything because I'm not on city water. So only thing they're going to check on the city water is if you got a perk test. So when you put a septic tank, that's the only thing they check. They don't come back. They don't give you a code to go by on your septic tank.
I thought that Lacey was saying that it's that the company, if a company requires it.
Yeah,
But she said like their mobile home, they had to have the mobile home.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're professional. If you got professional people licensed,
She said city water.
oh well, uh, if you have a professional, licensed professional like a new trailer, of course they're going to have codes that they have to go by. They're going to have regulations that they want you to do.
This guy said really codes are for banks. Most people don't own nothing and can't pay cash.
Uh, I ain't gonna pay $7,000 for somebody to come out here and put me a septic tank in. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I don't care if they got license or not. Their license ain't that good. It's nothing. I can't go rent me a backhoe for and dig it myself and put everything in myself like it's supposed to for a few $100s. I ain't gonna do it.
Lane said, I really think it's so the county official gets their money.
It is. That's what it's all about. It's all bureaucrat. It's all about the dollar.
Mister said that's how it was here in Jersey back in the day. Now if you don't have a tag on your car, they'll give you a summons.
If you don't have license on that, he's all right. He didn't hit his head. He's okay. I don't want to hear it. Don't pet him. He ain't hurt. Look at it. He ain't even crying.
Gary said money racket.
That's it. Y'all, I can tell you, look, I'm 56 years old. I've been around a long time, and I've seen a lot of professionals, licensed professionals, that couldn't fix or couldn't build a hat to put on your head. Now, they did go to class, and they went to that school, and, you know, they got the piece of paper, just like welders. I've seen licensed welders couldn't come out to our job, logging equipment, and weld something. Matter of fact, that bucket that we just had on my Tiger Cat loader, we just had a professional licensed welder to come out about a month ago. He done some welding on it, charged him pretty good penny on the D-Limber too, and it wasn't 3 days. Everything he welded had broke. It was breaking. Everything he welded. Now I'm not a welder by no means, but I could have welded. It wouldn't have looked like his. Now his looked pretty. He had it capped good, looked pretty. But he didn't burn it into the metal. It wasn't nothing but looks. That's all it was. Well, out there you can't weld for looks. You got to weld for strength, abuse. He just didn't have it. He was a lot, and he charged about $90 an hour.
This guy says all scam licenses are to get a tax ID and make sure you pay that tax money.
And make sure the government gets their money.
Gary said easy there, Tiger.
Yeah, I mean, You know, Gary, you've been in welding long enough. You've seen people have that. Like, I mean, I know you're a licensed welder, but you, there is some good ones out there, but not all welders are created equal, and you know that too.
Bill said if you own a home here and sell it, you're required to put in a new sewer system before you can even sell
What?
it, and better have permits for that also.
What?
Lee said, I've seen gas work done incorrectly. Unfortunately, no fires or explosions, but it does happen.
Yeah, and they had rules and regulations they supposed went by too, didn't they?
Like,
God dang it! Come, come here. Get over there.
Lane said, I knew that before I had to have to pay for a homosexual
Look,
on my home.
he cut my leg. He cut my leg with that big chunk. Look at it bleeding.
Gary said 75% of a strong weld is prep work. Promise you that.
That's it.
You threw that at Daddy. You hurt Daddy.
Hey, he cut my leg.
Tell Daddy you're sorry.
Don't come back over here. I'm mad at you.
Mr. said stick welding, but prep is what it takes. No penetration makes for an angry welder.
Yeah. But anyway. And there's a lot of people that's licensed that knows what they're doing. And I know people's building houses years and years and years before they had all them permit license, and they was good home builders and house builders. But they, some of them couldn't pass all that code stuff or paperwork to get their license, and they was out of business, and they built a whole lot better houses than what's built now. That hurt.
He's so tired, but it's too late for a nap. He's so tired, but it's too late for a nap. He's tired. He's tired, but there's no time to take a nap. He's tired. He's tired.
You throw it. You hit me with that again, I'm gonna spank you.
He's about to. He's about to. He's about to throw that.
Yeah, he's about to hit the dogs right in the head. And that's the reason why the dogs, that's the reason why that dog is going to jump on you and scratch you, because you aggravate it, it's going to aggravate you.
Oh, that's your friend.
Who?
That's your friend right there.
Oh, I don't know. Well, that's just, they got that little rig loaded down. I hate it. Oh, that little bitty go kart, and there's two grown people riding on it, and one of them ain't no real small person. Yeah, they both weighed. They got that sucker loaded down. Oh, they must have overloads on that little go kart. I know that won't pass the code right there. That won't pass the codes and regulations, I can tell you.
Mr. said, I hear you. That's how it is. My boy's a tired pup. Welcome to life.
Yeah, man. He cut my leg.
Lee said reputation is key to being a quality contractor.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
And that's a lot of contractors around here that's got really piss poor, do bad work, and reputation sure gets around.
Bill said, you have equipment. I can weld anything up. I was certified years ago, but I can do it. I welded up a gas transmission 20 years ago, and it still works.
Yeah, I ain't no professional welder by no means.
Gary said extra heavy springs on the foot.
I wish Angelica would have turned that around.
They was gonna see me.
This was a little bitty go kart, y'all. Y'all probably could hear it. Little bitty go kart. And he probably goes, what, 180, 200 pounds, maybe? And she probably dresses out about 250.
Dresses?
On the hoofs. and they was both riding on that thing. The damnedest stuff you see out in the middle of nowheres.
I hate to hear what you say. I'm dressed.
Yeah, you probably dress out about 180.
Oh man.
You know, it's on the hoofs or dressed or cleaned. On the hoofs it means on you shoot it and it's what it weighs right then.
Let's just say dressed out. Flush face.
Oh yeah,
Well, after we get done with this, it's gonna be time to build a chicken house. It's time for you to milk some lumber for that.
yeah, yeah. Well, I thank God it ain't all that crap down here, out here in the
All those
country.
codes and
Yeah,
permits.
codes and permit. Yeah, I've actually watched YouTube. People, uh, I don't know what state they was up.
I
I,
think we Alaska one time.
Alaska. I think one was up in Michigan. They was out in the middle of nowhere, and they had to have a permit to build off grid cabin. I'm like, I'll be damned. Uh, didn't even have a road in there. They was having to ride, pull stuff in there with four wheelers, and you had to have a permit. What?
Who's coming out and inspecting that?
Yeah. And for people that don't know no better, thinks all them permits and codes is makes it mean it's built right, but that's not always the case. A lot of them codes and permit goes with this company. Say this company sells brackets for trusses. Well, they in cahoots with the people that makes the codes and all that stuff. So they say, well, the code is you got to have brackets like this to pass our code because they getting a part off of that company that makes them brackets. They in cahoots, just like the government. They in cahoots. So they make the law. You got to have a code that you got to have this certain kind of bracket, whether it's any good or not. You got to have that to pass the code. It's y'all. I'm not no idiot. I've been around a long time. I know a lot of stuff and seen a lot of stuff, and I know how it all works. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
This guy said I got sued once for a well because the arsenic levels were too high. LL near a farm field. All the chemicals from farmers leached into the water.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't your fault. Yeah, they use. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure some people probably on here that make some of these codes that watch me or in with the people that make these codes, and they probably don't like hearing me talk about telling the truth about why they have these codes and stuff. Because we ain't in cahoots with nobody. We don't make no money off of that. Whatever. You look into it.
He said sold the home and had to put a well in for the new owners.
Oh heck no. Well, no. What a well in? They wasn't. You wasn't on city water. Oh, that was this guy. Oh, okay. Well, did you have to do that? Was it in the contract when you sold the house to them that you'd drill them a new well, or is that how it had to be for you to sell it? I mean, because every place is different, got different laws.
He said no after the fact.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you
I had
know,
no idea.
you look, and this is case in point. Look at my lumber. You go to Lowe's and buy their lumber. There's all their lumber is cut to it's code too, specs. Is it any good?
It was all BS. It was a flip phone.
Oh, okay. Uh, you know, take the lumber that you go to the box store and buy. Go look at it. See what you're buying. Really see what you're buying. Know what you're buying. And that's all licensed builder build with mostly is that lumber. And I can promise you, because I know I'm not a licensed, but I know about lumber. I'm a logger, been a logger for about 45 years. The wood that you buy from the box stores ain't worth a crap because most of it comes from plantation pine, wide grain. If they've done tests on it, it's brittle, it breaks easier. It ain't no bowing on that stuff. After it gets dry, it just breaks. Yeah. So, and that's all built with them codes on them homes. So, you tell me what codes really mean.
Alexander said, "Hey, yeah, everyone."
Hey, how you doing?
Mister said, "What you doing for a vapor barrier?"
I don't know. I don't know what all I'm on. I'm just building right now, and adding and doing as I'm going. So y'all getting all too technical. I'm just building a cabin on my homestead. It's just gonna be a cabin. It ain't gonna be no code or perfect building. It's gonna be a building. It's gonna be here probably 100 years from now. So, and that's what I'm doing.
Alexander said, "Even the lumber got to be safe."
Yeah. Uh, I'm not all in with all that technology, vapor, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not into that. Now on the plumbing, it was somebody saying earlier about the plumbing. Now that I agree with that. But all that other mess, I'm gonna build this, lift it up.
Pick it up.
I'm gonna put underpinning on it, under it, so the wind won't get under it. And that's gonna be, I mean, and then I'm gonna put the walls up. It's gonna be good made, well built walls, well built roof. I'm gonna put board and batten on the outside.
It's right here.
I'm gonna put 2-inch lumber on the floor, and I would feel safer in this one time I get through with it than I would this one right up the road that they just built.
This guy said, "What game is this?"
Yeah, yeah. These folks coming here go to talking about all that vapor, this and that. I'm not a code man, and I'm not a professional builder. But I promise you, when I get through building this cabin, it's gonna be here.
Bill said, "State, county, city codes get you every time in Iowa. Each one needs a permit, even to build a 4-foot fence. They all have to have their hands out for revenue."
Yeah. Well, now I did find out something out here. The two sisters homestead down the road there, they had a trailer put in. They had me to cut posts for the fence. This is why they had me to cut wooden posts for the fence. Because if they put steel post up, they had to pay property tax on that fence. Taxes on their land if it was a steel fence. Now this is how stupid this is. But now they could put wooden fence up, wooden post, wooden fence up, and it didn't. They didn't care. They said do whatever you want to do. But if you put steel post and like a metal fence or whatever up, you had to pay taxes on that every year.
Alexander said, "They make everything just good enough so you don't return it right away."
Yeah,
Lee said, "Code plus quality work plus good materials plus satisfaction equals happy customer."
yeah. But where you gonna get the quality material at? What?
Good materials.
Yeah, good material. Where you gonna get that at?
Mister said, "Plastic sheeting keeps the moisture from evaporating to your house."
Yeah, yeah. It does.
Not the vapor barrier.
Yeah. I don't know.
Said he don't care about all that. LOL.
No, I don't. I don't. Y'all watching me build a cabin the way I'm going to build it. I don't all that other stuff. It's going to have enough heat in the wintertime to keep all that moisture out.
Get up. Gary
So
said there was a lawsuit over some wells that broke that I done boiled down to the Chinese steel they used.
that's right.
Specs on the print wasn't my fault at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. People talking about quality material building a house. If you go to a box store, you're not buying good quality material. You're just not. And as it goes, as the old timber is getting cut out, and all this plantation is all it's going to be, you're not going to get quality material. You're just not. So whatever you build, they're going to have to change codes because you're going to have to build it use 3 times as much wood to get the same strength out of it as you would out of this. That's a fact. You can believe it or not, it's a fact. I'm just telling you. I deal with wood every day, and I know the difference in the plantation pine, quick growth pine, Ask any professional or university or anybody does studies on timber, on pine lumber. That quick growth, it ain't no good. It's brittle.
This guy said, I tell people how good you want it is how much you're going to pay. LOL.
That's it.
Building trash.
That's it. This guy, now you can actually go buy lumber. They sell lumber at some of these box stores, but you're not going to get it back there where uh, the most of the builders get it from. You're going to have to either special order it, and it's called premium lumber, or they're premium lumber. They don't have none of that in the back. That's all number two. They don't have number ones back there. It's all number two. And what they call number twos now, 20 years ago, wouldn't even be a number three back then. That would have been crap wood. That would have been wood they used to make a foundation for a concrete slab. That's what you buy back there. Uh, now, now they got premium wood, but as I say, their premium wood, a 1x8, 10-foot long, is about $40 a board. Who can afford to build a house with that price of lumber? You can't do it. So the contractors, they go back there and the number two great stuff, which is not, it's not very good at all, and that's what they build houses out of. That's not good quality wood. People don't know what's in their houses.
Alexander said, Chinese steel, hun. Don't get me started. It would be 5 pages of cursive.
Yeah.
Bill said, we all know a little about everything in here. We are the experts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gary said, ain't no good either. It's all junk. Nothing near what you make at all. Not even close.
No, I mean, if you know anything about wood, you know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you the gospel on that. You can take that to the bank. I promise you. Anybody wanted to come here and show me they could buy a 2x12 from Lowe's or a box store. They could buy a 2x12 and bring it out here, and we could do a strength test between my 2x12s and their 2x12s. The proof would be in the pudding. I can tell you.
I'm sorry. This guy said I'm all seeing eye. Special order.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alexander said also still from Ukraine. Fortunately, someone was smart enough to check it with Geiger counter. It was radioactive and safe levels.
Really? Radioactive? Hey. Well, I mean, it's yeah, and all that stuff passed the codes too, didn't it? Just saying. I understand you need codes, but people need to really go by the codes. There was what was that we just heard here a while back at embassy? They was wanting to open up and paid some officials off. Is New York, the mayor of New York had said they could open it up, and wouldn't even pass the inspection. The fire marshal wouldn't even pass the fire marshal. So how in the world did they build this building in New York by codes in New York City where everybody and God could see, and they supposed to be going by codes, and it wouldn't even pass the fire marshal wouldn't even okay it. It wasn't even safe.
This guy said code equals minimal standard. Minimal standard is trash.
That's right. That's exactly right. But to be a contractor, last contractor, you had to go by the codes, at least to that standard, to build it to that, at least that standard.
Randy said, how old is the timber you're using?
Some of this stuff here is upwards of, some of this older stuff I got is anywhere from 80 to 100-year-old stuff. Now, some of this stuff over here is between 50 and 60-year-old pine. But some of that over there is really old growth. Some of that stuff I counted is anywhere from 80 to 100 years old. That's and really I'm talking about the rings in an inch. And see, I see when people go tell me about lumber, I know about lumber because we haul the mills that they cut bridge timbers out of, and they haul it across the waters, and they used it here, and it's got to have I think 8 to 10 rings in an inch. You haul anything in there, you can't haul a plantation pine in it, even if the diameter is big enough. even if the diameter is big enough. That's not what they go by. Because you haul a load in there, they'll come out and look at them rings. Now the first 3 or 4 rings can be a little wide because it's when it's first growing, it grows fast. I don't care what kind of tree it is. But then after few years, starts getting really tight rings, good grade, good quality lumber. So if you get a tree, say if you go to Lowe's and you look at a 2x4 and it's 4 inches or 3.5 inches wide, and that sucker ain't got about 4 rings across it, you're in trouble. If you build anything out of that, you might as well, you know, go ahead and break it down right then because it ain't no good. Now my 2x4s, which is true 2x4s, it's liable to have, you know, 20 rings in it. It's a difference. It's really strong.
Alexander said they said it was within safe limits, but who would want radioactive steel at any level?
Well, you don't know what you eating or using. Uh, just like drugs that you buy, a lot of that stuff comes from China, and everybody knows China ain't got you know very many good strict laws on making anything, and they pay people off here to get it past customs. It's all about the money. People get paid off every day to allow that stuff to come in.
This guy said not always, only if it gets inspected.
What's that?
I
Oh,
don't know. I mean, we were
oh,
talking earlier.
oh. But
Alexander said things some people would do for money are unbelievable.
yeah,
Gary said they gotta take us out somehow. It's not so obvious.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird that we buy a lot of our stuff from a country that once is all dead anyway.
Alexander said sponge 4 ring lumber.
Yeah, yeah. If any of y'all does lumber work, y'all just go buy some good lumber from somebody that's got good premium lumber, and you lay it on a span, and then you go buy some box store lumber and lay that lumber on the same span and put weight on it. I promise you, lumber like this will hold twice as much weight as that store bought will. I'm telling you. And not just that, when they dry kill that lumber, it makes it crispy anyway. A lot of people think they started dry killing lumber because it was the best. It's not the best. They used to do it. They used to put it in big. They had big buildings in the back, and they air dried it. Even your big companies, your big mills. And then I forget what year it was. The government started making them pay taxes at the end of the year for all that lumber that they still had in their stores drying. That's the reason why all these big mills come up with these dry kills. If you don't believe me, look it up. The old fashioned way they dried it back, you know, 20 or 30 years ago was a whole lot better. It was a natural dry. When you put something in the oven and cook it too fast and too hot, and they do because, and I'm a logger, I mean, I'm talking about on work I do. They put in these big dry kilns and they cook it because they got to get that stuff out quick. So they put in these dry kilns and they turn that heat up and they cook it too hard. And I don't know about y'all, if you ain't done any cooking, you cook something too hard, what is it, brittle? Exactly. You cook, if something cooks slowly or dries slowly, it don't lose its strength. It's a natural process. So I mean, when you go talking about lumber, a lot of people come here and tell me this and that about lumber, but I'm not as dumb as I look. I know a lot about lumber. So, but dry kill lumber people think that's something God sent. It's just something because they was having to pay taxes on storage of wood, and these big mills wasn't going to be out that money, so they come up with dry kills, and that's the reason why they come up with dry kills. So then people thinks because they build with treated lumber, oh, I wouldn't build that frame like that if it wasn't treated lumber. Well, and they honestly think you ask them, you ask them, say, is that treated lumber dry lumber? Oh yeah, yeah. Don't have a clue what they building with. Treated lumber is green lumber. Treated lumber, goes from us in the woods, goes to the mill, they cut it, they send it straight from the mill, not through a dry kill, It don't go to the dry kiln at all. Don't ever see one. Goes straight from there to the place that they treat the lumber. It goes from there to the box store where they're going to sell it. Matter of fact, if you go there and rake your hand across it, you'll get a film on you. That's how wet it is. So it's actually super green wood because it's not only got the natural water in it, but it's also soaked in a poisonous chemical that treats it. Now, for the people who don't believe it, just look it up. Everything I'm telling you right now, you can find it to be the truth. Just look it up, do your study on it.
So very cozy music said, just curious, why are you using cinder block instead of deck blocks?
This is what I got. I got pads. I'm gonna double pad this. I'm gonna put instead of one pad here, I'm gonna put double pad and double block, and I'm gonna raise it up some more. That's what I have. That's just what I have. I'm not. I'm not gonna go buy no high dollar blocks. Now I've seen people just put the concrete blocks like that, cinder blocks, and they just sink. You know, if you ain't got some solid under it, it's just gonna sink.
Alexander said plantation pine is only good for making paper.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what that is what they actually started growing plantation pine for, is for paper, chipboard or OSB paper stuff. Now it makes good OSB. It makes real good OSB, and it makes good paper and good toilet paper and cardboard, all that. And then they said, well, we can grow this so fast, we're just gonna let it grow a little bit bigger, and we're gonna start cutting it up for lumber. That wood ain't good enough for lumber. It's just not. Scar. I mean, people at these log mills that cuts it up around here even tell you it ain't no good. I mean,
this guy said I do a few things for a lot of money. LOL.
yeah, me too.
Gary said no, it's burnt the hell up in black. LOL.
Yeah.
Alexander's asking this guy. I hope that doesn't include putting on fishnet stockings.
Oh Lord, I don't either.
So very cozy music said, I'm building a small 8x8 shed in my backyard because someone that's totally not my wife loves to keep stuff. LOL.
I'm not going to ask who that is.
Totally not my wife.
No, totally not my wife. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's knowing what you're building with. That's the thing about it. You can go follow all the specs and codes you want, but you got to know what you're building with.
Come sit down. Come sit down. We'll get the cookies.
And I know the lumber I'm cutting is really good lumber.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Come here. You want to sit right here? Oh, go.
He's starving.
Go.
Gary said Smiths and Coles ain't always right or better.
No. Which I know you got to have some kind of codes go by, because there's some people out here just build anything. Just put anything together. Some people still do that anyway.
Music said, yep, I live next to Amish, so I'm buying all the wood from them.
You probably buying some good wood then.
They're cheaper than Lowe's or Home Depot.
You probably buying some good wood. And I'm sure it's true to mention the wood.
I want to go back to
the Amish build some good stuff, and they don't go by codes and all that. I promise you, they don't go by codes, and they build some of the best buildings out there. Yeah, I know they do. They take pride in their work. Quit crying and trying to eat. You're sucking cookies down your lungs.
That's a happy little fella right there.
Guys, get down, Scar. These two right here. Yeah, the Amish, they do stuff right.
Get down. Thank you.
and they cut their lumber with old timey sawmills. Some of them still steam. I watched some actual Amish this day. Some of them actually get on YouTube. Some of them with their old sawmills. Some of them are. I was watching one here a while back. It's water powered. They got water turning the big wheel on a creek, pretty good creek, that turns the daggum sawmill, and they cut some of the prettiest lumber you ever seen. It's rough cut lumber, and that's what they build with. Is that rough cut lumber? They don't plane it and all that stuff.
Do the Amish have to go by code?
No, they don't go by no code.
No, I'm saying because Amish can build. They build homes. Those companies.
Yeah, and you take some of these buildings that you buy, like ours. If you buy it from them, theirs are a lot better built than that one right there
I
is.
was asking because like how the Indians have certain rights and stuff. I wonder if the Amish have to follow codes when they're.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about some of the modern. Most of them are not Amish. They're Mennonites that build them cabins. I'm talking about sure enough Amish.
I know if they had some kind of special exclusion from stuff like that. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know. I'm talking about if you go to where the Amish lives, the houses they build.
No, I'm talking about the ones that
Oh, well, them are the modern. Them are Mennonites, most of them.
I
Then
didn't know if they had any.
I'm telling you, no.
Had any exclusions or permits.
Now the ones that build the buildings probably do.
So when it comes to music, yeah, that's how the Amish.
What?
Break it down.
You went down? You threw the cookie to him.
He said, yeah, that's how the Amish he does it. They have a water power sawmill.
Yeah,
Gary said they follow God's code.
that's exactly right.
What is it? Go, Scar.
And some of them buildings, houses that they've built, has been there generations, long time.
Alexander said Amish builds code if only to interrupt the Amish build quality.
Yeah,
Come here, Scar. Come here.
and
Come here.
I mean, people they need to wake up. A lot of this laws and codes and stuff that people go by, that's stuff that, man, they make money off of that. They make extra money off that. Don't mean it's better built. Okay, get in. This stuff right here is all rough cut lumber. Every bit of it. It's not treated lumber. It's going to be treated lumber, but it's not treated lumber yet. What is it?
Lawful Day said that boy ain't got no father figure.
I am a very good father, and you can go and get out this room.
Sure, Gary will take care
We don't need people like you in here. We'll put you in timeout, block you, whatever. I didn't ask you to come in here anyway. You don't have to watch my channel. I mean, you just don't. I guarantee you, he's probably got more of a father than you ever did the way you're talking. Apparently, you didn't have a father figure. I have my own code by raising my son, too. He's spoilt rotten, but that's okay. He's my son, and he's spoilt rotten. That's fine with me. And he'll probably still grow up to be a better young man than whoever just said that.
I wish you put your shoes on. Somebody Coast Music said he's probably the best father the boy could have, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't grade myself. I'm a father. I'm there for him every day. I work every day for him, and I love him, and that's what counts.
Gary said dignity, respect, or morals either.
Yeah, that guy, whoever just said that, he don't have no father figure. That's for sure.
He said goodbye, donkey. Well, he didn't say donkey.
I had one come here yesterday. Said I look like. I think Gary. Who was that? Was it Jet or who was that made a joke out of it? Oh, Knuckles. Knuckles. Was it Knuckles?
Yeah.
Somebody come here and said I look like the type of guy would have sex with my sister, and I had a couple. It was either Knuckles or what else. Yeah, I said, what did he say?
He said my dad has sex with my sister, and
and I come out fine. That's what I like. I laughed my oh my. I said,
The
"On
judge is like, I told you to stop talking about my wife and your mama.
I only yeah the judge and Knuckles. That's who it was. But you know, but yeah, it's a lot of things. Uh, probably a professional licensed builder would do different on here, all them barriers and all that kind of stuff. But I ain't worried about it. I ain't doing all that.
Bill said, was telling him that dude, leave now, block him from channel 5. Go get the truck. Alexander said the language, this is a family channel. No point insulting the man taking care of family to best of his ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all what. I got 8 kids, and all every single kid I have, I was at the hospital and watched them be born. And my second set of kids, I had full custody of them when me and my wife got a divorce because she wasn't the best person in the world at the time. So in Arkansas at that time, it was unheard of for a man to get full custody of his kids, and I done it. So I'm not saying I'm not the best person in the world, but I love my kids and I take care of my son. And if you don't think I wouldn't protect him, you come to my property here and test me out. You'll find out I'll protect my family uh, at all cost, whatever it takes. But anyway, that's just a troll coming here. I ain't worried about what he says. We couldn't have to get around here for long and get stuff ready to go back home. Well, not home, but to the place we renting. See, the thing is, I'm trying to get this up and dry, livable as quick as I can. But I want to build it as good as I can. you know, I promise you, if you come out here and look at this, I know y'all see it from there, but you need to come and look at it, and you'll see how well this is built. It's a tank here. I promise you, and I ain't done with it yet. Time time I get all the blocks and double block the bottom, double pad the bottom, and I don't know what I'm gonna all do to it before I get the foundation done. It's got a lot of wood on it right now. I'm talking about sure enough wood too. I am going to redo one of the floor joist. Well, that floor joist back over here in this corner, I don't like the looks of it. Uh, so I'm gonna put another 2x12 beside it, double it. It's probably okay, but I just don't like the looks of it. So I'm gonna
Yeah, you don't want 600 pounds.
I'm gonna strengthen it up some more. I might need to jack it up before I get the floor on it and get my blocks and raise it on up because this thing gonna be so heavy. Time I put that two inch flooring on it, that's gonna be a heavy build. I did put the floor joists every 24 inches, but the reason why I done that because I'm gonna put 2 inch flooring on it, 2 inch lumber. I mean, you could have a 6 foot span and with 2x12s on this and wouldn't wouldn't give. So yeah, it's going to be very well built.
Um, Gary said, are you gonna put plastic underneath as a moisture barrier?
I probably will do that, Gary.
This guy said he don't believe in vapor barrier.
I probably will do that, but I'm gonna have to do it after I get the floor on it because I gotta get this thing up. But I am gonna raise it up uh, high enough where I can get under there and put my insulation in it.
This guy said I tried to tell him
What's that?
about the vapor barrier.
Oh yeah. Uh, I don't know. We'll see.
Chris asked how big is it?
This is just a 16 by 20.
Corey said I wish I had that access to trees so make my own lumber like that.
Yeah.
Corey's in Ireland.
Yeah.
Lane
Yeah.
said, well, add another board in the front will make it easier. When setting the front wall, sitting easier.
Add another what?
Another board in the front will make it easier when setting that front wall.
What do you mean another board? Well, I'm asking him what does he mean. I already got it's already got two. It's already a 4-inch, a 4x12 on this outside.
This guy, Corey said you have more trees in your yard than in our forest. This guy said, dang it, Mr. Troll. He always misses the troll.
Yeah.
This guy always misses the troll. Lane said, will you set the next 2 or 12 to sister up against that board that you don't like? It will give you a 4-inch plate when sitting the wall.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. It's actually one of the center trusses there. I'm gonna put another 2x12 beside it. You know, smash it up beside it, nail it together, then nail it. You know, on my outside, my floor joist on the outside, my rim joist.
This guy said that's messed up. I swear, I told him the other day that they wait till he's going to start causing trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, they usually do.
What?
That one right there is actually 4 1/16 wide. That's a 4x12 outside rim joist. Actually, it's over 4 inches. And a little over 12 inches tall.
Lane said, I thought you were going to wrap the entire perimeter wall in double 2x12.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's always. I'm gonna have it all the way around. See, I got it. Already got it here, and in the middle. The middle is double 2x12s. The outside is double 2x12. That and that. I still like that one there, and this one right over here. I still got to do it right here too.
This guy said, "LOL, I gotta go make dinner. I'm gonna start doing it bad, so no one wants me to cook. We having salmon. Don't you mess with that salmon."
Bring the camera over here closer.
He said, "Catch you later. I can see your new home will be beautiful and house a happy family."
See, I got double 2x12s, which is yes. Hey, this guy, we'll see. Catch you later, man. That's 4x12 right there. And Lee, see you later. That's a 4x12.
Lane said, I understand now.
And see, that's a 4x12 there. And the middle is a 4x12. And I'm going to have 4x12 on the back side. And I'll show you something else. Come here for a minute. I didn't use no fancy metal brackets in here. But you can see what I did do. Come on around here. They can't see there. As you can see, I didn't use brackets. But you see that right there? That's triple 2x12s. I nailed this into that and then come on the back side. This is already nailed into that.
Yes, this guy, do the right thing. Don't mess up dinner.
And then I nailed from that way into this one. After I put these in after I done built all that. So that's working the same way as a brace on that truss. And each one has one. That in there, in between them two, it's already nailed into the rim joist there. And then I come back and put this in there after I doubled my 2x12. So this is holding weight up with this.
Alexander said maybe fill in those cinder blocks of concrete.
Hey, that's good. Now that is a good idea. I didn't think, and that's a good idea. That would work. Put my double pads down, because I got a pad. This is a pad right here, a solid pad, 4-inch pad. But I'm gonna double the 4-inch pads, wide. I'm gonna put them side by side, and then double the blocks. Have 2 blocks side by side. And you know what? I can get some of that quickcrete and fill in them. Hey, that's a good idea.
I said that's gonna be this far.
And say I got to go back and do this one too. See, I'm gonna put another 2 by 12 right here, down here, all the way down. And as you can see, I got a double 2 by 12. That's a double. That outside rim there is double 2 by 12. 4 by 12 is what it is.
Lane said, okay, just make sure whenever you're putting those triples up that you don't have to drill through that for any plumbing and compromise the strength that you're adding.
Yeah. Well, no, I ain't gonna have no plumbing in there. Right in. I'm not gonna have none. If I have any plumbing, I'm gonna put it like in the corner of the bill. Of my inside my house. Like if I gonna do the bathroom would be like, you know, in here. You know, and that way, I'm not going to have nothing in here to compromise any. I put pipes anywhere in here, but you can also go through the wall.
I was going to say you don't need a lot of concrete to fill them.
No, heck, that would work good. That would make a solid. Well, that would be whether in 4 by 8. That would be a 16 by 16 solid concrete pad. If you put concrete in it, be a 16 by 16 on each one of them. That's a pretty good. That's pretty solid. I didn't even think about it. That quickcrete don't cost that much either. It's not that high.
Put your shoes back on before you step in something or on something.
But
there's ant piles all around here.
And like I said, everybody got to remember, this is not store-bought dimensional lumber. This is true lumber. True 2 by 12. Exact, a little over. And this lumber, some of this has got 8 to 10 rings in an inch, which makes it super strong. That's premium wood if you go buy it. So anyway, but yeah, I still got to double this one and double this one all the way down. And the middle one's already doubled, and the outside one's doubled over there. Guarantee you, when I get through with it, you could put a round there and drive a dang skidder up in here, and wouldn't break it down.
Bill said $3.90 a bag of cement, 90-pound bags.
Yeah, I know. I checked on that. I didn't even think of that. I'll wait till I get it all set up in the height I want it, and then I can just pour it in there on each one of them. Wouldn't take but a couple of days for it to set up. That'd be a solid.
Go put your shoes on.
Solid.
This guy said, remember, 74% of it is fixing your F-ups. Too. Looks like they ain't F-ups. Ain't anyone tell you different as an F-up.
Yeah.
LMAO, bye.
Yeah, all right, we'll see you this guy. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Which I still got to. See, I'm going to double pad it. I'm going to put another block right there on top of that. Well, I'm going to come up on higher, but I'm just showing you how. Put another block under there. And then, like he's talking about, I could fill that up with concrete in the middle. And that'd be a 16 by 16 pad to be sitting on.
Gary said a D9 dozer would be able to take it.
I promise you, y'all need to come out and look at it, because I know that don't do it. The camera don't do it. When I get through this, I guarantee you'll be able to drive a 748 skidder up on there and sit on there, and it won't give. Because see, I'm also going to do like this right here. See here? See that span there? I'm going to put another one in between each one of them, in the middle, on the outside, and down the ends. That ain't going to leave about not even a 4-foot span in between the blocks. 4 foot with a true 4 by 12 rim joist. And I'm going to do that to the whole house. So that's what I'm going to do.
Alexander said double lumber can be stronger than one solid piece because of grain overlap.
That's exactly right. That's the reason why a lot of people you see I watch a lot of people building cabins now. That's what they do. Yeah, I see that. See, my lumber is so much wider than store bought. My two wide is almost what 3 wide would be. It's almost as wide as what 3 2x12s from the box store would be.
Dang dog.
3. That's the difference in between my wood.
Oh, you get up there from store.
So that's how I'm gonna have it. Y'all can see right there. And then I'm gonna lift it up, and I'm gonna do that in between each one. That ain't you can't break them 4x12s with no more span than you're gonna have there. I mean that right there will hold many thousand pounds. Yeah, it will.
How many 600-pound people
A,
live in
bu-
my house?
a bunch of 600-pound people.
They have a 600-pound reunion.
Yeah. So that's the way I'm going to build it. That's the way I'm going to build it.
Sounds like good. Sounds like fine, Mr. Laws. I'm just saying that.
Well, I was looking at specs and codes, and on a 10-foot piece, like way I got that built, you're allowed like a 10-foot span and be safe and pass. Well, I ain't going to have about a 4-foot span on true dimension 4x12. It's a lot of difference. But anyway, that's how I'm going to build it.
Oh, dang it, here's your glove.
Holy crap. Where's. Well, go get it. Where'd he go? Where's the other glove? He got both of them?
What's on one?
No, they done got both of them.
I don't know. I only saw one in his mouth.
Well, you need. Dang dog. That's my gloves right there. That's your glove he got.
No, it's not, because my glove's in my pocket. Because I keep my
Oh.
gloves on me.
There he comes. Come here, Scar. Ugh, you sucker, Bill. He's fast. Come here, Scar. Come here, boy. Come here. He minds about as good as Gage does.
Oh, dang, that was a good one.
Tell me I ain't fast.
That was a good one. Did I get that on camera?
No, probably didn't get it on camera.
Alexander said, well, you would easily pass Amish Builder Association bar exam.
What's wrong with him? Because I got my glove?
Where do you want to get it?
Oh, you wanted to get it? Hey, come here. Come here. He like jerked my arm out a socket. Say I would pass the Amish. Hey, as long as I'd pass their inspection, that's all that matters.
Lane said, just make sure that if you're going to put a vapor barrier down, you're prior to putting the floor in. Visqueen, plastic shearing.
Yeah, I could do that. That probably would be a good idea. I guess I'm going to have to do it. Because
this guy said, you don't care about that.
I wanted to get, they got that insulation like stuff that you can put down first and then put your flooring over top of it, but that stuff's a little high.
That silver stuff.
Yeah, yeah. What? You want here? Want that?
So give the scarf.
Don't give it to Scar. Oh, look, here you go. Look at him. He wants to be like Scar. Catch him. Catch Gage. He got my glove. Catch him. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank you. Woof. Woof, woof.
Is he peeing like a dog?
Oh, you peeing like a dog? You've been watching too many dogs. Woof, woof. Woof, woof.
I'm gonna stop showing that. People gonna think you're.
I'm gonna put a barrier down. I'm gonna put some plastic. I'm gonna get at least get some Visqueen and put over it before I put my floor on top of it. I'm gonna do that. What? I'm gonna do that. I am gonna do that. Hey, what's in your mouth? Come here. Oh, that's where his mouth is. How'd he cut his lip? Yeah, come here. Go.
Jet, Lane said it's expensive.
What it is?
It's a plastic vapor barrier.
Yeah, yeah, that stuff, that sheeting I was talking about. But I guess like plastic or visqueen would, like you said, would work.
Jet said at least he's not scratching for fleas.
No, but he was hacking up like what? Here you go. Catch him, Angelica. Catch him. He got my glove. Catch him. Catch him, Angelica. Catch him. Yeah, I'll put something down there for. I ain't even checked on the price of that. It probably ain't that expensive, really. Yeah. I don't even know what size it comes in, but I guess I'll check online at Lowe's. Yeah, I think I'd do that.
Henry said check on that real roof too.
That what?
Real roof too.
What is that? Is that a product?
Lane said foam is nice, but it's so dang expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, I'm gonna put insulation in it. Hey, that dog just bit me. The dog just bit my leg.
Row roof.
Yeah.
ROF or ROH.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. What? You trying to get my glove?
Another glove is on the ground. Get it.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'll look online tonight. I'm gonna look online for some of that stuff. We shouldn't have to get our stuff around.
I said buy by the roll.
Yeah.
Gary said it sure is nice to have plastic on the ground under your house in case you have to get under there to work on something.
That
I've mud and water.
I've thought about that too.
I'm not fighting for that.
Yeah, because if anybody's got to get under and work on it, it's going to be me, and I don't want to lay in the mud.
Alexander said build material prices skyrocketed in the past few years. Everything got beyond expensive.
That's for dang sure. That is for sure. Yeah, there ain't no telling how much money I got in lumber, just what I got right there now if you go buy it.
A lot. And it's not that quality.
Yeah. No.
You said those were about $30 a piece.
Yeah, I wished I had one from the store to put up beside my 2x12s there. I had a 2x6 out here that I bought a treated when I first got the sawmill. And I went to cutting 2x6s. I'm like, whoa, that is so much, when you jump up to the 8-inch, you lose another 1/4 inch per board. It's only a 2x8 is 1.5 by 7 1/4. You can't. It's not 7. It's not 7.5 anymore. It used to be 7.5. Now it's 7 1/4.
Gary said, "Not trying to tell you what to do, just coming from experience, mostly bad experience."
Yeah. Oh, I've been under a muddy house before. Trust me. More times than I even want to say. But I can put, I'm gonna raise it up high enough. I can put that plastic under there, in the future sometimes. On the ground under there.
What are you doing?
Because I'm gonna have it up quite a bit higher. Because I'm thinking about me having to crawl under the house too. If I ever need to do any work under there at all.
Wayne said, "I'm just trying to save you from mistakes I've made in the
past." Yeah. Well, I guess I'll look into that plastic or some kind of barrier. Go ahead.
Alexander said today's price for lumber you got there would probably cover half of the entire bill 5 to 6 years ago.
Yeah, probably would. Well, a treated 2x12, 10-foot long is around $30. You know,
No.
and that probably I don't think that's taxes. If you have to go pick it up or if you have it delivered, you know, some of them deliver it. You catch special sometimes where they will deliver it cheaper, and sometimes it's going to cost you to get it delivered. So you add in all that, you know. You know, if I was having to go in a pickup and pick this stuff up, this much lumber up, the gas that I would use to go from here to Hot Springs, which is about an hour from here, if I had to buy the gas to go up there every time to get this lumber, make several trips, people don't realize how much that's involved too. Because I wouldn't have them deliver it, because when they deliver it, they're gonna pick out the worst stuff they can. I done sit there and watched them do it up there, not for my lumber, but for other people. I've watched them load trucks with lumber, and they pick out the worst stuff that they can find to haul to a site. It's
That's
just
a free sky.
yeah, it is.
Alexander said $30 for 3 foots. Insane.
Do what?
$30 for 3 foots. Insane.
Yeah.
Lane said you can put a gravel pad in the house too.
Yeah. You talking about put gravel under there and then put that on there? I kind of like that cement though in them blocks. They wouldn't move.
I guess he was saying instead of plastic.
Oh well, yeah. And I don't think that gravel, pea gravel, is all that much. You wouldn't have to put it very deep under there. You can just kind of put that under there and just kind of spread it out.
CJ said gravel price is crazy though.
Oh, is it? I didn't know how much. You know how much it costs. Is he barking? There's several options I'm, gonna think about and then do. But I really like that. I don't know why I didn't think about that concrete poured in them blocks.
Pick it up.
I got a couple 20-ton jacks I'm gonna bring out here and put it on there to jack it up. Cause my tractor won't even begin to lift that up. That's heavy. But I can take that 20-ton jack and pick it up.
Lane said you can put the gravel in before you put the floor in and use the backhoe bucket to place it.
Yeah.
Alexander said, at least for me, gravel is free.
Oh, really? Well, ain't nothing free here.
Pick it up.
We got a gravel pit down here, but it's red clay gravel, and you don't want to put that under there, so because it will never set up under there, and it'd just be a mess if it ever got wet. Be worse than what it is now. That red clay is good to make a gravel road or a good foundation, but it's got to set up,
Stop it.
You see what he just done when you turned your back?
I know what he did.
But anyway, y'all, we got to get around and get. I know what is about 4 o'clock.
Almost about 15 minutes. Wayne said no, then cover the ground below the house.
Boy.
Alexander has a white gravel pit on his land.
Really? Where does he live?
Bosnia.
Well, that's a little bit too far.
Jet said it's like the plastic you need. I have it on hand for anytime I need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You used to go in the house to work with something white and come out a red man, LOL.
Yeah. That red clay, that's exactly what it would do. Exactly what it would do. You can buy that pea gravel. I don't know how high it is anymore, but you could probably get somebody with a gravel truck, bring you a load, and just, take your bucket, or, that boy, I don't know. I got a lot of stuff I got to do yet. Got a lot of stuff.
Do not get in that mud.
But
Jet said, seems like we all have a little bit of everything you need to build this country.
Yeah.
Alexander said, I will do all you want, but transporting 5,000 miles on
Yeah. That. Yeah, I think Alexander, that would probably cost a little bit much. Look what he got on his hands.
I know. I told him not getting that money. He did.
Y'all, we're going to have to go because we got to get stuff around and want to get it before it gets dark. And Gage, no. No. Throw it on Scar.
Like a monkey
Throw it on Scar.
You know those monkeys that throw their poop?
Yeah. Oh, I've been to the zoo before and almost got some thrown on me. But anyway, I guess we're going to go, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming in here and on my live. And we'll catch y'all. I know we'll be back out here Thursday. And I might do a live or something on my job tomorrow or something. I don't know. We'll see. Getting mud all over it.
Of course, what else would he do?
But anyway, we got to get stuff. We got a bunch of stuff to get around. I got to make sure my meal, my blade and stuff is loosened off and all that good stuff. But anyway, we'll catch y'all later. What?
Alexander said, I let my neighbors dig out all the gravel they need for free as long as it's not for sale.
Hey, that's high dollar stuff for over here right now.
Henry said, Ellie, you'll have a good night.
Yeah. Everybody have a good night. We're going to go. Throw it on him. Throw it on him. So anyway, appreciate everybody for coming in here. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Everybody have a good evening, safe evening. God bless everybody. We'll see y'all. Hey, Gage. Wave at him, say bye with your muddy hands. Come here. Come here. Over here. Look at mama. Say bye.
Gage. Bye.
Bye. The muddy hands. It's supposed to rain this week too, so we have a lot more muddy hands.